Okay, so the reason that you need to know how to find valence electrons is because this is the information that we use in order to make a Lewis model. So I'm going to show you real quick starting with how to make a Lewis model without actually making one. And I know this sounds kind of confusing, but this is how it works. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to write the symbol. I'm just putting SYM because that's easy. Because we're not making any one that's specific. You should draw this in your notes because it's like your map on how to do it, basically. So when you're doing a Lewis model, you're only representing the valence electrons. Okay? How many dots maximum is going to be on this diagram then? If we're only showing valence electrons, what's the maximum amount of dots that I'm going to put on the electron dot diagram? Gavin? 8. Okay? Because there's only 8 columns. Okay? So when you go to, if you were doing an element that was in the first column, then your element or electron dot diagram would only have one valence electron just like that, and it would look just like that. Okay? So we're going to label this. If there was only one, that's what it would look like. This one, that was a mistake. That's nothing. Here, hold on. Gone. Okay. Magic. If there were 2 valence electrons, it would look like this. You wouldn't put the numbers in your diagram. I'm just doing this for you so that you know where to put your dots. If there's 2, you would have 1 and 2. Okay, if there were 3, it would be like this. Or like this. If there would be 4, they'd be like this. I bet you didn't know they were Italian. Okay. Are you with me so far? If you had 4, this is how it would look like. What it would look like, how it would look like. Jeezle. Good thing I'm a science teacher and not an English teacher. Okay, where do you think 5 would go? Next to 1, just like this. 6 goes right next to 2. 7 goes right next to 3. And 8 goes right next to 4. This is the pattern. This is the yes. Yes, this is what it is supposed to look like. Okay? Here is the no. No. Okay? Do not do this. What's that look like? A circle. Do you see how they're tight together up here? Okay? That's for a reason. So do not make it look like a circle. No. Okay? Do not do this. No. No. I don't remember what my last no was. Oh, I remember now. If you did one, and let's say there were 2 valence electrons, only 2 valence electrons, don't do this. Okay? That would be wrong. All of these are wrong. No. No. You could do it like possession. No. That's not how you do it. Okay. So, here's what I want you to do. Make me a Lewis dot diagram for helium. Okay, your helium dot diagram should look like this. Okay. Did anybody do this? Raise your hand if you did that. I think people are lying. This is a no, don't do that. Okay. Now I would like you to do the Lewis dot diagram for aluminum. Okay, aluminum will look like this. Just like that. Do you see how these do not line up? They don't line up for a reason, which I'm going to show you in a minute, okay? They're not underneath each other for a reason. The last one I would like you to do is neon. Okay? Do your Lewis model for neon. How many valence electrons does neon have? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that. Okay? So that's what it looks like. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why does the configuration of the dots matter? Anybody wondering that? Okay. Here's what I want you to do. Down here, I would like you to make an electron dot diagram for hydrogen, hydrogen, and oxygen. 2 hydrogens and an oxygen. Make the electron dot diagrams for those, please. Okay, so your hydrogen Lewis model should look like this. Did you guys do that? Okay. Your oxygen should look like this because there were 6 valence electrons. It should look just like that. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why does this matter, Miss Brackney? Okay, it's a puzzle. Okay, here's my oxygen, right? Here's my hydrogen. What did I just make? I just made H2O. Okay, the reason that we leave empty spaces in certain spots is so that other atoms can bond with them to create compounds. Does that make sense? Okay, if we put this dot over here, would hydrogen be able to bond? No. Okay, so hydrogen is able to bond because there's an empty space for that valence electron. We're going to learn more about bonding next week, but I wanted to show you this today so that you understand there is a purpose to everything we've been learning so far. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to set up your comp book the same way you did for Bohr model practice with the 20 boxes and do your Lewis models to go with. Okay? So go ahead and do that.